Alrighty, we're at the dentist office here. This is for the dentist office. This is for his living quarters upstairs, and we're going to check the connections in the breaker box. Here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 50 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 10 American wire gauge on 30 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare, the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a 110, 120 volt switch loop or on a 220, 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So we're going to go through this box. We're just going to check the connections and make sure everything is all good and sound. Okay, so we'll just go across our neutral bar up here and make sure all our terminals are tight. Check our mains coming in. Wow, that was a little loose. Okay, now we'll come down our side of all our breakers here, make sure all our wires are tight. Make sure we don't have any wires that are double tapped. Make sure all our terminals are tight here. Okay, we have one here that we have a lot of copper sticking out on this one. Turn it off. The copper comes all the way out to about here, so we're going to loosen it up. See how long that wire is there? It's a little bit too much. We'll clip a little off here. Put it back in there. Make sure we tighten it up here. Make sure it's in the hole all the way by pushing it in. Wow, that one's not even making contact inside there. Now it looks like it's in. Okay, now it's in. So make sure it's tight. Make sure this one's tight. Okay, now we'll come down our other side here. Okay, we'll just make sure our screws are tight over here. Okay, so this one's a little long, so we'll clip it off. Clip it off. Loosen our terminal here. You can see there's a little bit too much copper behind there, so we'll take it out. Get under the terminal there. Make sure it's in. And we have another one here that's a little bit long. See how the copper's sticking way out here? We'll just loosen this up a little bit. It's a little long there. We'll just clip it back a little bit here. And we'll get it back in here. Okay, make sure it's in our hole all the way there. Yeah, be careful because you can get it behind the terminal block and it'll look like it's in, but it's not. So you have to take it out again. Push your screw in. Push it in. Now I know it's in all the way. Okay, I'm pushing in, it's in all the way. Make sure it's tight. Okay, we'll go up further here. Okay, we'll put this up and make sure it's tight. Make sure it's tight. This is the X-ray machine. Wow, that wasn't very tight. And that was for the X-ray machine. This is for the chair. The outlets that are on the chair there. Tight, tight, and that one's just okay, so I'll make sure it's tight, and that wasn't very tight. Now I'm going to just take my flashlight here and just make sure that all my wires are coming down through. Okay, so this one doesn't look like all three of them are down through, so it's 1, 3 over, so we're going to loosen that up. One, 2, 3 over. I didn't put this in to start with, but I'm going to make sure they're all in all the way. I'm pushing down on all 3 of them here. One felt like it popped up, so I'm going to loosen it up again. Okay, that one is down. That one is down. Where's our other one? I'm going to take my needle nose and push the other one down. Okay, that is down all the way. So I'll just push it, make sure this one is down. Where's our other one? That one. And we'll just tighten it up. Just tighten it all up. Wow, that screw is stripped, so you know what? There's nothing you can do about it. You don't get all bent out of shape. We'll just take it out. And we'll just have to put them in other holes, that's all. You don't get all whack-jacking, get all bent out of shape. You just do what you gotta do, that's all. So we'll double with this one, even though it's not the right way to do it, but it's the only way we can do it. So we put it in with this one. There we have this one. We're going to have to take out, and we'll have to put it in with another one. We don't get bent out of shape. If you can't do something, you just can't do it. You got to learn to accept it. Do the best you can with what you got and be thankful. Okay, so we're going to put it in this hole here. I don't have any other screws to put it in, so you use what you got, that's all. You just got to use what you got. And be thankful for what you got too, and not complain about it. I'd rather keep all the grounds on top of ground wires. And this is the only hole it's going to be able to go into, so we're going to try to get it in. If we can't, we can't. And we're not going to get all bent out of shape. We're not going to get all frustrated. Okay, it's not going to go, so you know what? It doesn't go, that's all. It doesn't go, it doesn't go. So we'll just try to push them all down, make sure they're all down in all the way. I'll make sure they're in all the way. Be nice if I had that other screw, hopefully it would fit with one in there. Let's see if it'll work with just the one. If it does, we'll be thankful. If it doesn't, well, you know what? It's stripped, it's broken, and you know what? It's broken. Getting mad's not going to change anything. Getting frustrated doesn't change a thing. So we're going to just have to take it out. We just have to move some wires around without getting all bent out of shape, and without getting all whopper-jobbered. We're just going to do the best we can and make it fit, that's all. Just make it fit sometimes. Just make it fit. We have the number 10 and the number 12 right in here, so let's see what this goes to. That is a shared neutral, and I don't want to open that because there's stuff on it. Okay, my camera's recording right now, but we have a ground wire that we're just going to have to splice it in, that's all. We'll just splice it. It's not really the code, but it's what we have to do. And you know what? When you have to do something, you just have to do it. Because the screw is broken and it cannot be used. And there is not another place. So we will just pigtail it with a grounded wire, that's all. We don't let stuff like this bother you. You don't get upset. You don't get all frustrated. You don't take God's name in vain, because none of that's going to help anything. It's not going to help anything. So we'll just pigtail the best we can, that's all. It's just going to have to be. You can't always win everything. Just can't. So we'll just pigtail this ground wire and hope it's long enough. Nope, that's not going to be long enough. So, but you know what? We're going to. We're just going to. We don't have a choice. We do not have a choice. So we're going to pigtail this ground and this ground. And we're going to pigtail to where is one going to the ground bar? This one, this one, this one, this one. Where is the ground from the ground bar? Where did it go? Okay, it's back there. So we're going to pigtail all this together, and we're not going to get bent out of shape, because it's the best it's going to be for what we have. Okay, so this is not really the code way to do it, but it's the only way we have to do it. So we're going to be thankful that we can do it. We're not going to cry and complain, because it's not going to change anything. Absolutely nothing. So instead of frustrating and carrying on, we'll just do it this way. Taking God's name in vain is not going to help anything. It's not going to fix anything. But doing the best you can will fix it. So we're going to get a nice tight connection here. Now hold this over this way, or we can bring it down this way. And bring it over here. Crying about problems doesn't solve anything. So these two together here. This really, as I say, this isn't the right way to do it, but it's the only way we can do it. Be thankful for what we can do instead of complain about what we can't do. Because complaining will not fix anything. Nothing at all. Nothing gets fixed by complaining. So now we'll clip them so they're even here. And we'll put our red wire nut on. Loose it up and make sure everything's stayed even in here. No, it didn't. We are exercising thankful for what we can do instead of complaining about what we can't do. Because sometimes if you can't do something, you just can't. You have to realize sometimes you just can't do it. That's all. Just can't. So make sure they're all even here on the end. All even on the end here. I'll put our wire nut back on here. Okay, so we're going to be thankful for that. Now we have a ground all the way through on everything. It's not exactly what I want, but I'm going to have to be thankful for what I can do, that's all. And we'll just look. Let's make sure all our wires are down through here. This light's not holding good. Dick, how's it going? I can't find my good light, so I'm gonna not get all frustrated about it, because it's not gonna help me. So I'll just struggle with the light I have. And get the other one on.
Here.
Oh, no, okay, now it's working all right. Okay, that one's in, that one's in, that one's in. Those three are in. Those two are in. Those are in. Okay, those three are all in. We have our ground all together. It's not the way it's supposed to be, but it's the only way it can be because our screw is stripped out and we cannot get any replacements. And the ones in the back are all through all the way. So we're going to be thankful for what we were able to do instead of complaining about what we can't do, because it's working, it's all safe. And now we just take our cover back on. I've got to make sure my screws aren't going to hit any wires. Okay. So instead of getting all frustrated and worked up, you just be thankful for what you have and do the best you can. That's all you can do sometimes, right? Stick the cover on. And I'll show you the index here. So we have a few, it's all on these circuit breakers. Don't cry about what you can't. Sometimes things break, and there's nothing you can do about it. Show you the display here. You can see the X-ray circuit breaker on the top right. There's another one on the right going down.